Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who's in the house tonight. And we have, of course, a lot of locals and global family here with us. And tonight we have a special guest, and she's none other than Ms. Konfor from UK. And of course, we also have all other international leaders who are here with us to support our webinar tonight. And we have Miss Debbie, we have Mr. John Barilla, Mr. Carl. We also have Jean Aliva from USA. Yeah. And then we have Ronald Washington, Dr. Benny, Dr. Who else? Dr. Hang on, I can't see the thing. We have Dr. Patience and many more. And we have, of course, Abdi Alaso, Mr. Abdi from Australia. Yeah, and many more. If I have not called all your name, I think it's too many if I read the whole list. All right, so without further ado, let's start the ball rolling for tonight. So tonight, we have this special guest, like I just mentioned, Miss Konfor. And we know that we are all here tonight to support what she's going to share with us at Passion Global Singapore. So without further ado, I'd like Mr. Kumaran to present your avatar. Over to you, Kumaran.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah.
Get ready for the greatest shape of your life. Get ready for the greatest shape of your life. Get ready for the greatest shape of your life.
Hello, family members, brand ambassadors. Meet me at Singapore Passion Global Webinar coming Thursday, June 22nd, 2023, 8:30 am EDT and 8:30 p.m. Singapore time. I am going to share my passion for ONPASSIVE. And you will get there. So thank guys, see you soon.
This is just the beginning. I'm very happy how it came out. Nothing like we planned, but it was perfect.
We go to the top with the Philippines. We go to the top with the Netherlands.
Singapore.
We go Singapore.
Absolutely. We are in Singapore. We'll make a show of it. Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, indeed.
See you at the top.
See you at the top. Thank you, Dr. Brill. Appreciate you.
Shining bright into Wow, thank you, Kumaran. That was great sharing about team passion during the last 20 months. It is nice to remember the active founders who support our webinar each week and the guest speakers who have visited us. By the way, my name is Joanne Wong. I co-host the next agenda. I will invite Brother John Barilla to guide us on the do's and don'ts during our webinar. Please take over, Brother John.
Yes, thank you very much, Joanne. Thank you. Hello everybody. Just a few do or don'ts. Please don't raise your hands right now or throughout the presentation, which will be coming up shortly. Please, we don't like to see the hands up when we're not going to call on it for a while because it's not the Q&A time yet. So don't raise your hands now, but wait, and a little later, we'll let you know it's time to raise your hands for questions and answers also, please. Well, of course, keep your mics muted. Also, please sit up straight if you're on video and I see it as maybe lying down. Or just not looking proper, because we want to look nice and neat and friendly here, or I'll close your video. So anyway. That's about it. Oh, and no questions in the chat please, or we'll answer questions in a little while when we call for questions and answers. Okay, that's about it. For now, thank you very much folks, and take over please, Joanne.
Thank you, Brother John Barilla. Now I will invite the one, in the only one, our First Lady, Queen Dr. Benny, to thank our God. Please, Queen Dr. Benny.
Thank you so much, Joanne, for giving me this opportunity. And also, I want to thank Brother John Barilla for the do's and don'ts. And the rest guys for coming here, we love you guys. And the first thing I want to thank is our Father. I want to thank our Maker, our God. Because He, by the way, brought all of us together this afternoon, this evening and this morning. He loves all of us, that is where we can breathe in and out. As you all know, there are a lot of people in the hospital that are begging for this air. They're paying for it, so when you wake up in the morning, please thank your God. I want to thank our Father again for sending somebody to us. That is why we are here. He sent our visionary to all of us, right? This visionary saw the vision and he was not selfish. He decided to share this opportunity with all of us. And his name is Mr. Ashmafair. If it wasn't for him, we will now not be here. Thank you, thank you. Joanne, to you now.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. That's really touching our hearts. Now let's invite our Singapore great leader, creating so many ONPASSIVE founders in Southeast Asia. Let's welcome Sister Mabel. The floor is yours. Please continue.
Thank you, Joanne and Kumaran and everyone. Indeed, let me share screen. Yes. Okay, here we go. Just to repeat what Jeannie said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we are. This is Passion Singapore, Malaysia, and Global. This is the host team for tonight. Dr. Bill Williams is our resident leader. And then from USA, my name is Mabel Chan from Singapore. Jeannie Tan, Singapore. Faith Yo, also Singapore. And of course, our extraordinary gifted avatar, gifted gentleman Kumaran from Malaysia. Thank you, Kumaran. And John Barilla, all of us know him from USA. Dr. Benny, Debbie, thank you for being part of this host. Thank you especially to the three of you, John, Dr. Benny and Debbie, for being with us the day one you knew about this webinar and has been supporting us and making this really a global family. Tonight, Konfor from UK is with us. She is the host of this magnificent Powerment Talks. Every day she is holding one. Before we talk more about her, which I will describe more about her later on, the next slide is just to let everyone know that we do remember our resident leader, Dr. Bill Williams, and the wife. He is not with us the last few weeks because he is having the time of his life with his wife in Italy, and I think today he's in Denmark or something, and also in a convention. So Dr. Bill Williams, we remember you and we look forward to you coming back to help us and mentor us. Here, tonight's agenda, Konfor, your night. I will share a little bit, maybe about 10 minutes, about the heartbeat of Mr. Ash Mufarah on passive, and then we will touch on passion, and Konfor will give us a leadership trait, one trait that is essential for OBLESS. Corporate updates, she will help us to understand too what we need to know this today and this week, and everyone will have a time to share our passion tonight. Here we go. Passion, Singapore, Malaysia, Global. Here, this webinar exists every week to nurture mindset and leadership for passion and OBLESS. Our mission is to ignite passion. Everyone, there is a passion within each one of us. Let's ignite this for humanity to make the world a better place. ONPASSIVE is in about 200 countries, but we have offices in US, India, Dubai, Singapore, and Egypt. What a wonderful opportunity to be part of this magnificent movement. The heart of Mr. Ash Mufarah. He said, do it or die. He guarantees our success, and he vowed, which CEO would vow, and he vowed to share wealth with us. For all that we have heard, more and additional good information, good news will come to us founders, and it will be revealed to us as appropriate in the right time when all things requirements are fulfilled. What I'm trying to say is that Mr. Ash Mufarah has said that last year we secured the biggest marketing campaign, and moving forward we may be into something 100 times bigger. Today, we understand that what we know, what we see here and are anticipating is only 5% of what he is installing for us. We are only seeing the tip of the iceberg. Great things is installed for us, and it's going to be a magnificent June and the rest of the year 2023. For all that I've mentioned, a movement to make humanity, to make the world a better place for humanity at only $97. It is a gift. $97, and we regard our financial blessing in apples, and it's not one apple or a basket of apple, but an orchard of apple trees. What we are involving ourselves here is leaving a legacy to the next generation. Thank you to Mr. Ash Mufarah, and it is really a generational wealth. And any one of us, if you think you have better use of your $97, we can still ask for a refund, but I would not encourage it. So here, generational wealth, apple trees for generational wealth. This young man is telling his dad, my biggest dream, Dad, now you can take a rest. I can take care of the family. Most of us, many anticipate we are leaving a generation to the younger generation. So parents to children, but here it can also be from children to parents, to relatives and loved ones, to community, to humanity, and together we reach out to the world with a helping hand. The vision of Mr. Ash Mufareh. Living the life we'll always dream of. Mr. Ash Mufareh says, yes, through us we reach the world, but first and foremost, he wants to bless the 1.4 million of us. Generational wealth, something we have never seen before or heard before. So here, making the world a better place, one person at a time. Founder, you and I are that person. One family at a time. Your family, my family is that blessed family. Then together, collectively, 1.4 million of us can touch 1.4 million persons at a time. 1.4 million families at a time. Several communities at a time, eradicating poverty as much as possible. He recently said, we, the 1.4 million of us, we, the founders, we are his motivation. This is the vision of ONPASSIVE, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Mr. Ash Mufareh says his goal for ONPASSIVE is to be a beacon of hope for humanity. I can't stress more in case some of us are new here for the first time. So here I am for ONPASSIVE because God is in it. Mr. Ash Mufareh has personally acknowledged God. He says God has endorsed ONPASSIVE and given him 3 power. The vision to make the world a better place is one tremendous pushing power. The 1.4 million of us is his power. And then the super executive all over the globe, all over the 5 cities and more are one of his power. When a man acknowledges God, it's humility, and God will exalt him in due time. His achievements will be divinely empowered by God. ONPASSIVE, Mr. Ash Mufareh has acknowledged God in this whole movement. ONPASSIVE will make an impact in the world for many generations to come. Now, the heart of comfort, Konfor. I just want to share, as we said, he is the host of Empowerment Talks, and Collins, Andy, and Anita are part of his team, as he part of her team, as more could be invited to her program. So they talk about everything ONPASSIVE, all the questions, all the hard questions, and he said, ONPASSIVE, many companies within a company. As she touched on this, I have one slide to share about ONPASSIVE account and you. All of us here, we are ONPASSIVE account holders. So let's talk just one short slide. What about this account and us? With this account, we can be resellers of all the products that ONPASSIVE will be launching. It could be 20, 30, 50 products or more. They will be creating nonstop as long as the market needs a product, a solution, they will create it. So this account, this ONPASSIVE account, ONPASSIVE will sell ONPASSIVE products for you. You have an ONPASSIVE account. You have no business of your own. You're not a businessman or person. ONPASSIVE will use this account to sell ONPASSIVE products for you. Magnificent. What if you do have a business, a product to sell? Then you use this account to sell your products too. So let me put all things together. One ONPASSIVE account is a multiple business center to the global market as ONPASSIVE reaches out to the world. And then it also means multiple streams of income for you. What a power, what an empowerment Mr. Ash Mufareh has given to us. So let's continue. The impact comfort is impacting all of us with his webinar. Knowledge and power is one. She covers many, many topics, questions and answers. And of course, Recently, he began to talk about needy groups, empowering the teenage and even the homeless and the orphans. Comfort's webinar is 4 p.m. EDT time, 9 p.m. UK time, and it's Singapore 4 a.m. A little bit early in the Singapore time, but we do benefit with her recording. So thank you, Comfort, for sharing your life and your gift in this way with us. About Comfort. Comfort's passion. She's from Southern Cameroon, a nurse by profession with a master's degree in health, law, and ethics. Her passion lies in speaking and with great fulfillment, especially when she's giving a talk for free, better than when she does a healthcare talk for money. So thank you, Comfort. Today, you are not charging us, and it's going to be great fulfillment for you. Her desire is also to be a journalist, translator, interpreter, but I just want to highlight the next line. The moment she found ONPASSIVE, in her own words, the moment she found ONPASSIVE and clearly she saw the vision, she made it her full-time job. So this is it, Comfort. Share with us as I stop share with us, Comfort, what brought you into ONPASSIVE? What it is that caught your attention to say yes when it is introduced to you? When did you become a founder, and who is your sponsor?
Wow, Mabel, thank you so much. Hello, Singapore. Hello, family. I am so blessed to be here today and overwhelmed with joy and the love that I have within a family. You know, there's this beautiful saying that family is gold. And if you've met me somewhere, you must have said, and you know what I'm saying the next. I just feel like I'm swimming in gold right now because I'm supported and surrounded by a powerful family of mind, a global family. Thank you so much. And of course, Kumaran, you made me for the first time. I've never seen myself or look this exotic, like when you put me on that avatar. I could not stop laughing. You are so crazy. Thank you for that. Yes, of course. So where do I start from? You want to know, Mabel,
Yes.
how I joined ONPASSIVE and all that. There's, you know, I would not lie to you that it sounds crazy, but that's the honest truth. I discovered why I joined ONPASSIVE already, actually while in, because when it came to me, this month of June is a wonderful month. I joined ONPASSIVE on the 19th of June, 2020. And actually it was introduced to me on the 16th, that day being the birthday of my one only, I've had 4 children. The only girl out of 3 boys was born on the 16th of June. ONPASSIVE was introduced to me on that day. I turned it down, but after 3 days on the 19th, I finally made a decision, right? So the decision came, and who brought it to me was my husband's elder brother, who is in the United States. He called, told us about this thing, because back home, respect is something. I may disrespect my husband, something that dare not pay all the attention to his elder brother. So I listened to all the respect. I was just being coy, you know, let him just speak quickly and go, because I can't do those type of things, you know. So after, yeah, so about the next day, the wife of of my brother-in-law, she called again my husband and said, have you joined? My husband said, no, I don't know what she told my husband. He went ahead and joined. And I told him, all the best, I love you, go ahead, you know, I'll watch you do that. So when he sat down now the next day, that was the evening of the 19th, listening to Charles Olson, I sat by him. I was just like, let me just sit here. I don't really care about those, but no, I can't be part of it. So Charles was like, do I need to recruit? No. Do I need to, all of those three questions, but what I don't want to do is recruit. I know that I can talk to convince people, but I hate, because I feel that sometimes you need to lie just to get people join you to make money. Okay, I don't need to recruit and stuff like that. I popped in. So when I finally started listening to people, I listened a lot to Redfern when he would drop his 5-minute thing, and then I listened to Mike Ellis. Oh my God, these men are just wonderful. That was when I finally saw it. I said, this is that thing that I'm looking for. Because that's when I discovered that it's not even about money. Because what actually reluctantly, I was like, anyway, I have 4 children. This is diaspora. You are the mom, the dad, the uncle, and everything. I have just my husband and myself, 4 children. This is way too much. If I can find something that I'm going to do from home, it will help. So let me try this anyway, if it works. So the moment I listened, I got the vision. It's about uplifting humanity. Money was a done deal. That moment you just signed, and that was it. The rest of it, everything is about humanity. I said, okay, I think I'm here and I've landed. You know, that was when I took it personal. I took hostage of it, hugged it, just took it away. And the very first giant stride, I would call it not being arrogant, was when I did the interpretation of Charles Ossong's presentation into Pidgin. Pidgin is a language that we speak, we understand almost in the whole of West Africa. People were like, all right, I'm passive in Pidgin. This is where it begins. It helped, it went a long way. People who would not understand, a layman, you know, moms and dads and aunties, they were like, oh, okay, I think I get this, you know. So all of those, uplifting humanity, meeting new people, and so on and so forth. And it took me to where I am now, and I'm not yet seeing the end, because I am just going and going and going and never stopping. I hope I said something. If not, just ask what more you need to know, Mabel, please.
Yes, wonderful. So humanity is one passion that drives you. How would you define passion? You know, this group is about passion. We want to go very far with passion because passion will drive us. So what do you think in general is the definition of passion? And then of course, what really is your passion?
Really, yeah, you know, I'm afraid I can't go to the dictionary or the academic definition of passion, because I don't want that. I just want to say what passion is for comfort. Passion to me is joy and satisfaction to do that thing that my heart is telling me to do, in spite of, you know. And I'm just, when I am sure that it goes a long way, especially when I'm sure it goes a long way to make someone happy, to just encourage someone, or to make someone feel different, that is my passion, you know. So passion is, to me, is just being there when I am needed. You know, you can tell even sometimes from my platform, I do a lot of stuff, you know, I have that passion that I just want to talk. I cannot stop wanting to talk. That is me. I talk, and I want to educate people. I know what people need to know. I don't know how to say it because I don't specialize in everything. I go after everybody whom I think they have that one of those things I need for my people to know, for everybody to know. I say, come sit here, tell us, right? That is my passion, and I can't stop. And you know, passion for me is going for something when I want it. I'm just laughing because from the beginning, I can lose any other videos except a few from the beginning. If you have time, watch when I interviewed Dr. Bill Williams for the first time, Dr. Williams, Derek Cook, and those people. I was shivering. I made a lot of mistakes because I was really scared, but I said, I need them. They need to talk to people. I want my people to know this, but I can't tell them because I don't know. But then, you know, because I wanted it, I went for it. You know, I'm just like, I can't sit here while my people perish because of this knowledge that I know somebody who has it. That is passion for me. And as far as I am concerned, passion does not quickly take no for an answer. That is why sometimes, yes, I go after people. I knock. Everybody you see on ONPASSIVE, all of you sitting here, watch out. If you don't want me, hide your name and your face, because I am coming after you. I would introduce myself. Yes, I say, I want you, I just need you. This is what I do. I introduce myself, whether you know me or not, I formally introduce, tell you how I need you and stuff like that. Some people see it, they don't respond. Others see it and say, I don't want to answer your type of questions. Others see it and say, I'm not a kind of a camera kind of person. I don't accept that. When I know that you have that thing, I want it, I keep insisting. I can be very, very resilient, right? At some point they come, and many people who come, they come back and say, did you just make me say all that? I said, yeah, you actually said it. That's how much you can, and even more, you know, so that's who I am. So when you look at somebody like Sabrina Bryan, he says, you can do anything as long as you have the passion, the drive, the focus, and the support. You know, like I said earlier on, I love talking. I can't stop. I cannot stop wanting to talk, say something, you know, and why I can't stop. This has nothing to do with, I am not a very articulate person, not because I speak very good English or something, not because I am knowledgeable, but simply because I have the drive, that drive to educate people about what is good. You know, I know what I want. So I look for people who have it. I say, come on, talk to us. That is a passion. That's what I call passion. That is how I can define passion. And my passion is learning too, because I learn a lot. I learn more than anybody else from people who pass through my platform, and from people whom I sit and watch. All of you sitting here, I've watched one or two persons do one thing or the other, you know, because of passion. I've even learned how to be patient, because you face all sorts of people in life and so on. You learn how to accommodate, especially from our CEO. One thing I have learned, because each time I ask, who am I? I'm just a nobody. Why am I part of ONPASSIVE? You know, why am I part of ONPASSIVE? Because Mr. Mufari thought that I am just the same like any other person who is there. And that is why I have to accept anybody. I have to accept anything. You know, that's where I come from. That's how I look at passion. You know, so when you see me talking about the pidgin thing, I'm just confident to interpret stuff to my people into pidgin. And I'm sure that what I'm telling them is correct, is because of my passion to ask. I am inquisitive. I can't stop asking. And then when I ask, I learn, I understand, I pass it on so that nobody is left behind, you know. And most importantly, I have that support from the 1.4 million, you know. So what else? What else? So the family I have is just my passion, because they support me a lot, you all. So it's such a great thing. It feels good, and I don't know how much to say, but then that is the thing. I can't stop talking. So let's not go wrong. Maybe, excuse me, this is ONPASSIVE. I know you need your mic, you will take it. I don't let people keep it. Sometimes when I need it, I ask for it, but bear me 1 second, right? So one of the things that I do is, as a passion, you may not know, one of my passionate things I like, I accept critique a lot. I love positive criticism, because I believe that through that I can improve, because I feel that I can do better. So sometimes, and equally, I believe that the way up is down. You start from up, going up, from down, going up. So sometimes I just need thumbs down. But if I see a thumb down, I will go after that thumb down to ask, why did you give me a thumb down? And from there, I will take the upward direction. So guys, give me thumbs down sometimes so that I can grow. Thank you, sis.
Everyone will give you a like. It's a like in your YouTube, you know. Yeah, it's a like. Yeah. Yeah, there will be, we encourage people to ask questions and put up their hand at any time, but you are the main speaker. We want to draw from you tonight and get your inspiration. And you have mentioned about your passion and what you like, which is, if you work on your passion, if your career happened to be around your passion, you never work a day of your life. But how do we revive our passion? You know what I mean? Is the key of this whole webinar in the months and years to come is to revive as many passion as possible, because over the hardship of life, be it your last 40 or 50 or 60 years, we bury our passion. So here we are, we want to encourage everyone that you can revive your passion if Mr. Ash Mufara give you the finance and the time back into your life. But that is a long-term thing.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe I'm not sure if you were inviting me to say a thing here, but really quick, I can comment on this, because reviving your passion is all depending on you. The capability to revive your passion just lies in your hands. That thing that is itching you, you can't sleep, just stand up and start doing it. Because if I were to wait, because I need to go and learn how to speak good English and how to present myself well, I will not be doing anything. I will not watch Gina Lever, John Barilla, and these people sit here, and I'm sitting here and talking. You know, sometimes ignore those things because those are just distractions. You will say, oh, maybe I don't know how to speak well. Oh, I'm afraid of the camera. Oh, the camera is not burning me. I'm not speaking the best English, but people still understand. So that thing that you want to do, just kind of reviving it depends only on you. Start doing it right away. The time is now. Thank you, sis.
Yes, yes. Yes, very much. You have to decide for yourself, but listen to a talk like that. Seeing a life transform and revive is also setting a life back on the right fire for, you know, it's just an inspiration and encouragement that will help us make the right turn back to where we could be more fulfilling. You have mentioned about passion. I am particularly very hopeful and know the power of All Bless. Do you have anything special to say about passion for All Bless? How do you think All Bless can change the world, can make the world a better place?
Yes.
Are you able to direct in that way?
Yeah, sure. I can just say something. Hopefully I say what you want to hear, guys. Help me, guys. So you know what All Bless, as far as I'm concerned, is the raison d'etre for ONPASSIVE. Listen, if I were to be given an opportunity, because I can be very daring, if I were to walk up to Mr. Mufara and ask for something, I will ask, can I change the name of this company? And if it's yes, I would say, let's call it All Bless. Because why yet again, why was I part of ONPASSIVE? You know, why just because it's a blessing being part of it, you know. And like you rightly say, it's all about passion. It is just here to revive even that person who thinks that I can't do it because All Bless is here to uplift you, you know, that uplifting of humanity, that total transformation. As Lynn Nakamoto would call it, it is an equalizer. Because All Bless, this company ONPASSIVE, All Bless, in other words, for me, you know, it's there just to debunk the lies we've been living and believing in for the past centuries, that the rich can always only get richer while the poor get poorer. Mr. Mufara creates that platform where Mark Zuckerberg and Konfor can stand on that same platform at the same time, on the same level, you know, face to face. That's All Bless for us. What a blessing, because it uplifts you. It makes you, first of all, feel good from within, you know, because sometimes you are just like people like us, that like back home, you say people like us, who can take me there? I never knew that people could have something like this, like ONPASSIVE, and share with any kind of person. So it's a wonderful blessing. It's just there, like to revive that passion, like you were saying. You know, whoever thought that it was all lost, but then no, it's not lost. Here it is. The time is here, the time is now, and it's all in there. It's such a blessing, because that's why ONPASSIVE is actually All Blessed. Look at Mr. Mufara's ecosystem. What is hanging in there is solution for the professor with PhD, is the solution for my auntie down the village who has never gone to school. It's a solution for a middleman, it's a solution for students, for parents, for whoever. That's All Blessed for you. It's changing lives. It's this is real, guys. Sometimes when you get so passionate, you don't really know what to say. All Blessed is empowerment. It is empowerment. You know, what a transition. You know, again, for the past centuries, thanks be to God for people who have done one or two things to help people. What we have known through life, even the trillionaires and the gazillionaires on earth, what they do till now as we speak, they have given out handouts. But that vocabulary, that word or that expression doesn't exist in the vocabulary of ONPASSIVE. We don't do handouts, we empower. We give you the net and show you the pool to go get fish. Go get fish. You know, we know, like back home, you see a rich man, a multi-millionaire living here construct a massive building and their sewage runs past through the widow's building, with dilapidated building, a leaking roof and stuff like that. That is that moment where that rich man needs an account here just to go back, take down that building, put up a new one and redirect the sewage because things have changed thanks to All Bless. You know, All Bless on its own listen, All Bless is on passive empowerment. It is love. All Bless is love. Look at what we have, because it's not about comfort. It's not about Mr. Mufare. It's not about Gina Liva. It's not about Mabel. It's about the ONPASSIVE family. This family that is found all over the world, a newfound nation who speak one language that everybody understands, that language called love. When you love and you can truly love, and I believe that John Barilla loves me, I can take him to where I want to go, in the middle of nowhere in Africa. He will come because he doesn't only want to send me, he wants to go and experience what some people go through. What about that? Somebody is sitting there that is going to experience love in their life for the first time, thanks to All Bless. You know that these people, everybody has got a passion, they've got that unique thing in them that they need to live in this world before they die. But because the opportunity has never shown up, they will go with it. But then here is it, it's all here, hidden in All Bless, wrapped in All Bless. So All Bless is ONPASSIVE, All Bless is passion, All Bless is revival, restoration of dignity and respect and love and anything you can call it. Eradication of poverty, Mr. Mufare says, if human being does not eradicate poverty, poverty will do the reverse to us. It will eradicate the human beings. But then here we are ready to just say, you stop. We can put a stop to this, hands together. Come on, let's go. That's All Bless. I can go on and on and on. I think you just want to stop me because I can't stop. I don't know where to stop, you know. So
You are doing wonderfully. You're doing wonderfully. We are listening. We are responding in our hearts. You know, you're not boring us. In other words, I'm telling you, you're not boring us. You're really speaking and speaking to our heart and our spirit. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure many of us are touched and have a new perspective. As I say that, many of us are in ONPASSIVE for our financial burden. And then slowly we need to turn our focus that, like what you said, your money is a done deal.
Yes.
It's a done deal. So we need to slowly know where to channel our apples and our effort, because Mr. Ash Mufara is going to redeem us, is going to give us financial freedom and time freedom. So with all these resources that we have now, our new life, how are we going to spend it? And I just feel that if you find your passion, you have your fulfillment. And you have, in your own way, so aptly given us your definition of All Bless, which is empowerment, love, revival, dignity, you know, eradicating poverty, etc. So this is really something that all of us need to hear from different people, and then together sometime. You know why we need to get people to come? You know why we need to talk about this? Because sometimes it's just one word, one sentence that will change your life. It may not change you this Thursday. It may change you another Thursday. You just need to be at the right place at the right time, your spirit hearing the right thing. That's why we need not stop talking about passion. Your time will come. Our time will come. Can you now tell us, to get along with this empowerment of All Bless? It's such a huge, big empowerment. What do you think in terms of character or leadership trait we would need? Just one. You know, leadership traits, we can have a dozen, 2 dozen, you know, but what in your heart? If you are overflowing, you can share 2, but if not, just share one trait, one quality, one virtue, one character that we should have towards making the world a better place.
Just one. There can be millions of them.
Exactly,
Just one.
exactly.
A shift in mindset.
Wow.
Yes, we just want to change our mindset. Who were you when you joined ONPASSIVE? If you are that same person right now as you speak, then you are not ready for this journey, except that you were that good. A shift in mindset is just what I would like to see, which not me, but Mr. Mufare would like to see. You know, because let me tell you how my mindset has shifted. I finally reluctantly joined ONPASSIVE because if it works anyway, I'll have something to do for me, myself, and I, you know, take care of my children, love my children and stuff, you know. So the moment I popped in, this is when I tell you the real something about me that I'm going through as we speak. There is war in my country since 2017. I can't go home and stuff like that because it's not safe. It's war. People are suffering. Women and children are suffering, living in outside, using moss plant as pad and so on. So from 2017 to when I found ONPASSIVE, we would go on social media and stuff, beg for money and stuff to please help us. $1 will help to buy rice, to buy salt and stuff to send to people who are living in the forest because they have burnt down their houses. So when I found ONPASSIVE and I finally understood the vision of lifting humanity, I said, my people are suffering. They are lying in the bushes as we speak. Women are delivering babies in the bushes. They are being bitten by snakes and they are dying. And sometimes we would go on Facebook for 1 week and we could not raise even $1,000 to buy food for hundreds of thousands, now more than 2 million of them, you know. So when I found it, my mindset shifted from me and my family to our suffering refugees. We have more than 2 million in Nigeria, you know. But then as time goes on, it has become a very wide. This is how big it started here, got to here, and now this is how broad it is, because my arms are so wide to embrace every brother and sister in every part of the world, you know. So it's no longer about me. It's no longer about my personal, like, immediate community. It's no longer about my country. My country here is ONPASSIVE, and ONPASSIVE begins from Papua New Guinea to India, to Canada, to Australia, to any part of the world. That is it. If you cannot think like that, if you cannot think that you can stand up and answer the call to go anywhere, then you are not there yet. I would tell you what me and my sister Fumi, we have started. Yesterday, she was sharing a story about a baby drop box in South Korea. Listen, I've gone through a lot. I am going through a lot, but this touched me too. Where they have this drop box where the pastor and his wife started this charity, this foundation, this thing where instead of you delivering the babies and throwing them away or killing them, come and put them inside this box and we will take care of them. And they receive at least 5-7 babies a day. Listen, I am not from Asia. Should I stay and wash my arms because I'm not from Asia? No. For me and myself, I'm planning to actually travel to Asia and see this Dropbox thing face to face, so that you know exactly what these people are going through, and so that you know how much they need for support, because these lives need to grow. They need to see the light. They need you and myself. That is what it's all about. If you cannot think like this, if you're not thinking like this, then you have not started yet. Then you are not on Mr. Mufare's mission. That is how I look at it, sis.
But mindset can be changed. That's why we are having this kind of sessions. Mindset, let me stress again, mindset can be changed as long as you're willing to turn up, whether it's to your mentor or to church or to a session like that, you know, a Thursday. As long as you're willing to turn up, you can set your life on fire at the right time, at the right moment when you are called, you know. So it can be changed. And mindset is something that I must say, Dr. Derek with the Dream Team and the Deep Dive talk about, you know, a growth mindset. Change your mindset to a growth mindset, and then you will begin to change and develop positively with the right traits, etc. So are we not enriched? We are in time-wise, we are very good. You know, if we are to end at 10:30, we are in very good time. And you have blessed us with so many points, you know. Along the way, whether in 10, 15 or 20 minutes time, you want to give us the second trade, sure. But I want to touch on, you know, you are overflowing. Your cup is overfull.
Hopefully, hopefully.
So it's wonderful. You can share. The platform is yours tonight. But I want to share. I want you to share on what do you think is an important update this week or today we need to take home for founders like us on Passivians? What do you think we need to take note? Corporate update.
Okay, guys, I don't know why Mabel is doing this, but we can do it. I'll just say it because we all are here. I'm not Red. Listen, nobody can do this like Red. Don't get me wrong. So let's go for it. What I would take home, and which I think everybody should be looking at, is the fact that O-Tracker is live. A 7-day free trial has been activated. Whether you know how to use it, that's what I got and understood from Ash. Whether you know how to use it or not, whether you need it or not, is irrelevant. What you need to know is that when it goes commercial, when it says it's ready for sale, buy it, leave it in your shop back there in the OES, and let the marketing department take over, go do what they're best at doing, and then you come back smiling from your wallet. And this applies to any other. Yes, you see the apples just rolling. Don't care, don't bother, just activate it. If you try and you can't do it, leave it where it is. It's not for you. It was built for a particular people, for companies, for business institutions. They will come for it. You are just the reseller here. You are the reseller. In my country, they call it buy and sell them. That is in Pidgin, that buy and sell, buy and sell them. So you buy and sell them. Buy it, put in your shop, like any other one that is coming, like our blessed, beautiful, sweet O-Connect. It's just to buy and keep. You don't need how to know how to use it. You don't need to use it. You just need to resell it because the buyers are waiting. That's what I got. And then again, the more exciting one is the fact that for people back home, by home here, I mean Africa, I mean Papua New Guinea, maybe some part of Asia like India and so on, that the market value of O-Connect is on its way. The moment it's ready, that is ready for sale, they are going to adjust. Artificial intelligence will ping every devices in areas where they are struggling with network, with slow network connections. And so the images will be reduced to that size where they can run well with the network, the amount of connection that you have, so that you don't miss out on anything, so that you won't be left behind. What a joyful thing. So we will never say why or how, because the solution, everything that we need is in that back office. And of course, Ash still reassured us that this is the month of June. It's not over and we're still waiting. And he still said we should still be expecting things will still go as planned. And strongly, he recommends that you and myself should plug in, check the OES every now and then. And then how I know that there is good news, when I click to join the OES, and then to sign in, actually to log in, and then it's not logging, it's not letting me to log in and say they are at work. So you stay and wait. But then after a few minutes, a few hours, go back and check again. You will see that something new has happened. Mabel, please let me leave it here. I don't want to put people in trouble, guys. Let's go on.
But this is exactly what Colin says, you know, but in your own words, Comfort, you say buy and sell. Just make sure you buy, and then the company will sell for you. Okay. Yes. So I really love what you have just said. So everyone here, you hear it, just buy it and the company will sell it for you, but you have to buy it, you have to own it. So this is and you don't have to use it, you don't want to or don't know how to, but you need to buy it so that the company will sell it for you. So this is wonderful.
Mabel, sorry that I'm going to interrupt here. Buy and sell is Pidgin. Right, we speak Pidgin back home. So it's a kind of broken English, broken anything of the Western languages put together and spoken and understood within us. So Dr. Benny knows what I'm saying. A lot of people, they know when they say buy and sell, it's the same thing like be an affiliate, but then put into Pidgin. That's how you explain it. It's not that you will take it to the market, but then we do explain. So
yeah. It's a lovely term, you know. So Thank you. We can open up the session now for anyone to comment or to ask questions. She can answer a very hard question one, you know. So we can ask her anything, whether it's updates or passion. John? I love John. He always break the
There we
ice for
go.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sticking myself out there going first again. If I can, of course. I just wanted to say about Comfort. Oh my goodness, can she talk about passion and show her passion? And and you know, Comfort always has that one extra point or question when she's interviewing someone or when she's talking about something. Just the way she's talking about today, what she's talking about today. She always has that one thing that I won't say confronts you, well, almost confronts you to ask that extra thing to bring out what she's talking about or what she wants to know about in what she's asking. And also, she has such energy in her own spirit and personality. That's so obvious here today, and that's where her passion comes from. It's from her energy, the incredible positive energy that she has and what she brings to what she believes about ONPASSIVE and everything we have to offer. And I have to say it, you know, I'm somebody that when I start talking myself, I have a lot of energy, but it's a different thing. Hers comes from her passion. Mine comes from anxiety, I think, you know. It's
I don't think,
you know, but and also she talks about her mindset, I mean, look at how positive, how what's the word I want to use? Vivacious, bubbly, positive, excited in everything she talks about. And that's all I want to do is right now is talk about what she has and what she's brought to us here today with her excitement, her energy, her passion. It's just amazing. So thank you, Comfort. And everything you were talking about is very, very good. And also, you know, I want to remind you, we have a project that we have a thing to do on your show at some point here. And we know we're waiting for that right time as we talk back and forth.
I can't wait.
Exactly. But Jean is also involved in that. Well, she'll be there too. So, you know, and we're going to bring a lot of passion to that episode, I'm sure, whatever that is. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
John.
you so much, John. I'm blessed.
You do have positive energy, okay? We do. So, Jeannie, oh, Debbie.
Oh, wow. Well, Sister Mabel, first of all, I want to say thanks once more again for this reunion. This is a family reunion. In my heart, Comfort knows what I mean, because half a dozen of us are on this platform and we started together in 2020. She started in June and we joined a couple of months later, and all of us are here. So it's a family reunion brought together by Sister Mabel. Sister Comfort, yes, we're all from Southern Cameroons, all right? All of us here. I don't need to name names. What I hear you talk about, your passion, your journey in our ONPASSIVE journey as a family is outstanding. And you have gone through it. As a leader, one of the traits you pick, I like that. There were just so many of them. You picked the right one that is what is close to your heart. It takes a village and not an individual to bring up a family. It's also part of a trait as a leader. With your experience on what you've gone through in trying to help resettle some of the refugees that we know you have, and also the Dropbox children in South Korea, how do you plan in the future, and how do you think you can incorporate those who have the same passion as you, with the same leadership skills and with the same mindset, to make sure that those people that you have in mind are alleviated of their sufferings?
Thank you, sis. I really appreciate that you're asking this question. The answer is simple. Already we have a good foundation, obviously, There's no doubt in it. Because when you look into each and every two pairs of eyes looking us here, you can see that love, you can see that passion, you can see the readiness. Fumi and myself are out there every day at 1 p.m. UK time. We have just chosen to highlight these things, prepare people's minds. Everybody's ready. Everybody's just ready to follow you to the middle of nowhere. Listen, it's just about time. If you are ready, you are ready. If your mindset has shifted, then you are ready. You know, personally, like I started because we were, I'll go back to my story again, guys. I don't want to go deep into it so that I don't get emotional and spoil the whole day, but then there's a lot. So personally, when this problem started, as you know, we have a small group here, Southern Cameroon's women. We put money together and help these suffering people and stuff. I finally created a foundation of mine, which I want to run. But there's way so much stuff. People are doing a lot. What we plan is, we are trying to first of all source out, Fumi and myself, we are just advertising. If you already have a blueprint and you have not started yet, that is a giant stride ahead. If you have already started doing something on the ground, by on the ground here being the Dropbox baby thing in South Korea, it can be something in Papua New Guinea, on the refugee camps in Nigeria for my people, it can be even here in the UK or anywhere. We just want to identify ourselves as much as we can, because one, we know that we can do it. The genius of everything Mr. Mufara is doing is that he spreads the wealth to everybody to prove that it's possible and it's doable. And you know that with 2 million, like I've learned a lot from Andy Burks, the figures guy, right? The 2 million of us, we just need to give $1 each. That makes 2 million. Close your eyes and think what 2 million can do in the baby Dropbox thing. We will raise structures, infrastructure, we'll put up playgrounds and stuff for children and stuff. But then we all have accounts. Many people say this, my one account is just for things like that. So we are just trying to sort them out, identify ourselves. When it's time, we don't hide. We will only always come up. Except that Konfor is dead, she will not stop talking. So when it's time, I come knock every door. We are going, right? So people are ready. Many people are ready, many more on the way. It's just to discover ourselves, and it's easy to go. You have whatever you do, you want to, you don't necessarily need to go, because if we have people out there, you don't need to create anything new. Just let them go, because they already know the way about, and they know they have the experience, right? But then it's every bit counts. Those who are physically present, that is their contribution. Let's do the financial part of it. Let's walk there once in a while to see exactly how it looks like. It's doable. I'm not sure if I've not answered your question. You may want to rephrase it and let's go again. Yeah,
it's all right. You have. I don't want to add. I had a follow-up question, but I see that we are almost getting to the top of the hour, and the hands that have been raised. If I have the opportunity, I'll come back. I just want to give everyone the opportunity to go ahead and ask your questions. And if we still have more time, I have another question. I'll bring it up at that time. Thank you very much, sis. I appreciate it. And I'll pass the microphone back to Sister Mabel.
Yeah, we have till 10:30. So we do have time. So either you come back, and then Dr. Patience, you're next.
Thank you, Sister Mabel. Thank you. As I always said, I love this platform, right? You know why? As you said, your presentation, you come to do what to get the innate passion out of us. That's why I love this platform. I love the topics. And today, again, we have a great topic, the heart of Mr. Ashmufara, which you elaborated it so brilliantly. Yeah, they say ONPASSIVE will be a paradigm shift. For me, it will not be a paradigm shift only for the internet. It has been a paradigm shift for most people's mindset. A lot of people came to ONPASSIVE, they did not know the spirit of giving. A lot of them. And some of them started giving, but they did not know that they can take it to a bigger level. But that paradigm shift in our mindset, and you said it, that's why, thanks Sister Konfor for the presentation, they're talking about, you have all these different talk, empowerment, women, this, all over the place. As you mentioned, the dream team, deep dive, every week, we must talk about the mindset to grow people's mindset. Because you don't have to have $1 million to start giving, you know. You don't have to have $1 million. You can give from your 10 cents, give 1 cent away and keep 9. You can give from your $1. Give $10 away, 10 cents away and keep 90. You can give from your $10. Give one. You can start giving now. We really don't have to wait for millions to give. Giving is one of the leadership traits, and I think Sister Konfor mentioned that a leader should not only act, right? The leader should not only direct, should be acting, it should serve. Leaders should serve people. That's true leadership. Be part of a team. We see Mr. Ashmofara has really shown us that for what he does, serving us, creating these tools for us to be able to use. Maybe I've shared my passion here so many times. You know, I have an organization that we have been running, and we started going on the ground. I went to Nigeria very blindly. I'm not from Nigeria, but I see the world as one global world, and Africa in particular as one global country. One country. I don't see Africa as 52 countries. So the organization that we have it like in 6 different African countries, and it's growing. But when you go down to give, Sir Konfor talk about the baby drop down. Can you believe this innocent creature just dumped somewhere to die? So at least dropping them there for somebody to take and love them. It's a brilliant type of charity. Believe that there are kids that are internally displaced, they're in foreign countries. She talks about all the refugees. That's one of the people that we went to with Nigeria to reach out just to check medical checkup. And a lot of them were walking around with chronic condition that they did not know, because they didn't have money to go to the hospital. So giving is one of the greatest passion that Mr. Ashmofara really ignited in a lot of people. So everybody's thinking, oh bless, oh bless, oh bless. The heart of ONPASSIVE. AI with a heart. Oh bless is that heart. But we can start blessing now before the apple starts falling. You can see a hungry person and have a slow loaf of bread. You can share into half. Yeah, all of us at least will have something in our stomach. So Mabel and this platform keep on pushing us to get that part. Sometimes people are born with it, right? And you say it can be learned because your mindset. And learned because some people are not exposed to it. They were not exposed to giving. So bringing us here and exposing us to passion, and one of them is the giving spirit, is keep doing it. When I hear people speak and I see how they are growing, now, Sister Konfor says, how Sister Fumi, they have this now to expand. Now, remember, now just look at the expansion of the paradigm shift in our mindset. It's not about our little communities anymore. It's not about our family, because a lot of us from Africa, we know our family needs help, so we have been taking care of them, right? It's gone beyond. It's gone global. That's what ONPASSIVE and Mr. Ashmofara has brought to us. Think out of your 10 people that you know. Think out of the 4 walls of your community, out of the 4 walls of your family. Think global. That's what ONPASSIVE have done for us, and that's how that's where our passion is taking us now. To like, oh, you see this person in Singapore, in Thailand, in whatever country, struggling. You go and teach them how to fish, not to give handout. That handout area is over. Stop giving us handout. Stop giving us borehole, so we can come back and treat you as a little God and kneel down and beg. Show us how to fish. Show us how to get this thing for ourselves. We can do it. There's dignity in labor. Bring it. Just give us the sources. Give us the opportunity. Let's fend for ourselves.
Yes.
That is what the passion is, and that's what all blesses. And thanks, Sister Konfor, thanks, Sister Mabel, for letting me speak, and Konfor for sharing. Truly, that is the mindset. Let's stop giving handouts. Let's empower people by giving them the means to fish for themselves, not us giving them fish to eat.
Thank you, Dr. Patience. Thank you.
Yeah, before I go, just add one thing. If we had Mr. Ashmofara said yesterday, what? Sustainability is his nightmare. Sustainability is my nightmare. So if we go and start giving people handout, how long can you give them handout? That's why we have to teach them how to get it for themselves. Sustainability. Thank you.
Yes. Comfort, you're a special speaker. At any time you want to reply or add, the platform is yours. Anytime, okay? Jean, Aliva,
Oh, thank you, Mabel. I'm not sure I can speak right now because I'm really, really moved. Konfor, you are an inspiration to me. I'm going to pull myself together. I find you to be one of the most selfless people, powerful leader. When, you know, I love learning. I've always been like a lifelong learner, a student. I devour information. I'm always wanting to learn. But when I really think about it, you know, there must be a purpose to it somewhere, but it feels very self-indulgent. I just want to learn, you know, but you say, I want to learn so that I can help my people.
Wow.
There's a big difference there. And I'm moved by it. And I'm grateful to you for exemplifying it and sharing it with us. So selfless. And I also cannot imagine growing up in the US, having people in my country back home struggling and being separate from them, what that must feel like. And I'm so sorry. I'm so moved by this. We are all family. So everyone back in Southern Cameroon, that's my family. That's my family. And through Obless, we are going to change all of that. And as Dr. Patient said, we're going to teach to fish with dignity. We're going to lift people fully, not just Band-Aid things and all of that. And there's so okay, I'm gonna clean my emotions up here. I'm gonna just ask a question. Comfort. You are on fire. You are doing daily meet. I don't know how you do it. You're homeschooling your children. Can you give us some idea? Obviously, you have leadership traits that allow you to do this, just like Ash Mufara is able to do the work of, you know, 50 men in one day. He has the same 24 hours as all of us. So do you. But what is it that you do so that you are able to get up in the morning, do your morning meetings, homeschool your children, do all these things, do your 4 o'clock with Collins and everyone? What is your secret? What suggestions can you give to the rest of us about how to use to schedule it or to follow the flow of it or to fit all of that in while you're fulfilling your purpose? What can you share with us there?
Thank you, Jean. That's a good one. I first of all just want to appreciate the fact that you were here. You are just a beautiful sister I found. So encouraging too. And that goes a long way. One of the things is just that encouragement. I don't want to make it look like it's very easy. However, like I said earlier on, when you want something, you go for it. I don't want just one thing. I want to homeschool my children for many reasons. I want to do what I'm doing for the passion and stuff. So what I do is I always look what comes first. The children, because I think it's a blessing. When you don't start something, you don't know that it's doable. The children, because some of the things I work with them while they're sitting here and studying and planning the next thing and stuff like that and all those. But then I am an early morning person. My natural clock is set to 4 a.m. If I have something to do, I wake up. Those extra things, mostly I do them from 4 a.m., sometimes 3 a.m., depending on how much I have. By the time they're awake, I'm done with my own business, and then freshen up and I feel like I'm just waking up like them. And we go from there. So when they're having their break and stuff, everything is programmed, even phone time. You can't go on phone when it's not phone time and stuff like that. So it's just about programming what comes first. And so when I'm doing when I'm schooling, that period where we're schooling, I just tend to switch off my phone because these children need me and stuff like that. It's just them. We do all of those together. We learn together and stuff. And sometimes when they have a short break, like 5, 10, 15 minutes break, I can flip around to look, check on Sister Fumi, check on Collins and stuff like that. So I do things between things. But then what is priority at that time, I give it all the attention, So when we wake up, we have devotion first and then breakfast. I know not breakfast first, devotion, and then straight to study, you know. So between things, I do a few stuff, but then the greatest share of my job, I do it in the AM, because at that time I have a different kind of brain for some reason, maybe because of rest overnight, you know, and I'm so refreshed. I can think, I'm always writing and stuff like that. So you plan, and I learn a lot, especially from our great leader, Ash, from many people here. I just ask myself, how do they do this? Sometimes Ash just comes up with some answer asked by another some person. You know, if I have 10 things to do, I think that just these two would be enough for today. I go just for those, you know. So I'm not sure if I'm answering the question, but then yes, I prioritize what is priority, which are these people, but then between those, I plan the other things. And it's always been okay. And then sometimes I get help from my husband when he has time to, yeah.
It sounds like you've mastered the 80-20 rule that Ash talks about, where you look at your day and you say, where is the most value going to come from? That's where
Yes.
I'm going to put most of my energy, and the rest will fall into place. And so you're really walking an example to all of us. I am so grateful to call you sister. I'm blown away by you, and I look forward to learning from you every day. So yeah, no pressure.
Sure, we learn from each other, Jean. I learn a lot from you as well, and many other people, you know. So, and then even like the shows and stuff, I do a lot of research, but then I do as I go. So that's why I always have a book. Like we're speaking now, if anything comes to mind, I just jot it down. If we're watching the show or whatever with Ash, I take things down. After when I go through that, it's easy for me to come out with one at one. So yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comfort.
You're welcome, Jean. Thanks.
You're muted.
Yes.
Mabel?
My internet was not so good. I just got cut off and came back. So at any time. Okay. Dr. Benny, thank you, Comfort, for the precious answer. Priority, programming. I got that. So Dr. Benny.
Greetings.
Hi, sis.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our global brand ambassadors, our affiliates, our queens and kings. Thank you, Sister Mabel, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Brother Kumara, for everything. Sister Comfort, we appreciate you coming here today. But before I say anything, please give me a minute. I want to take this special moment to thank my father. If you guys believe in God, then you are my friend. The reason I say this is because this our Father in heaven, he woke us, all of us, up this morning for a reason. You are breathing at this special moment for a reason. He wants you to be here. A lot of our brothers and sisters, some of them are in the hospital. To tell the truth, they can't breathe. Some of them are paying for it, but you're not. So at this moment, please thank your God, especially when you wake up in the morning, when you're eating, when your children wakes up in the morning, when they are going to school, despite they are being schooled at home. But I know that Sister Comfort will do what it takes to make sure that they pray to our Father. So the reason I'm saying this is because, if you don't mind, Sister Mabel and the team, this our special God sent someone to us, our visionary, someone who decided to share his vision to you and I, someone who loves us and who loves humanity. Not everyone can do what he's doing. And his name is Brother Mr. Ash Mafaria. The God that Mr. Ash Mufara serves is the God that I serve. I don't know if you guys serve the same God. Do you know why? Remember, whenever he attends the meeting or the corporate meeting, he will say the force is talking to him, right? That's what he says. I don't know, but I know. He is here to eradicate poverty and to uplift humanity. And that's why Sister Comfort is here too, right? Sister Comfort, thank you. I would say remarkable presentation. I know you are so passionate, especially when it comes to things. Sometimes I attend your webinar. You know what you say? You are very pushful. Hey, look, we have only 54 participants. I need you guys to call. I need this place. I need this room to be filled up. That is you. I watch you. Now, something that you say about critiques, you like people to critique you. In 2020, I will say this. When you started writing this pigeon, so that our brothers and sisters, our grandmas and grandpas in Cameroon or Nigeria, all over the globe in Africa, to understand what ONPASSIVE is all about. I was so happy. I want to thank you for that. But there was something that you wrote on our global forum from the beginning. I'm talking about this critique stuff. I believe that most of us, when we go to school, you have instructors that when you write, let me say the English sometimes, or the spelling, and they will say, oh, this is wrong. You have to spell it this way, so and so. So there was a day, like I said, I'm glad you said you will accept if someone critique you, right? Or criticize, because you learn from it. The first time, well, some people were complaining of something that you wrote, but I saw just one spelling. Well, I mean, even if I spell something or I say something wrong, please correct me. Something that you spell, well, that you wrote, that it was well, to me, I know that the spelling was not correct. But because Charles Osong said everything was okay, other people did not say anything. Then when I say it, you say, it's okay, sis. Then I said, is it because you think that because Charles
family,
is so...
this is not my show, but I'm
no, I know it's no, I'm just saying something, because when you talk about the critique, right? I'm happy, right? I'm happy that you said people should criticize you if you don't say something right or if you don't write something correct. That's what you said. So I am happy.
100% correct, sis.
Sister, that is why I said, I'm just saying it because of what happened in 2020. And when I say something, you were not pleased. You would just say, it's okay. So I said, But when you say that you accept it, then that is why I said, we all learn from our mistakes. Thank you.
Let's go back to 2020. Let me go and accept. I accept your correction. Let's pretend that this is 2020. Please, thank you for correcting me. I really do appreciate it.
It's okay, sister. No, I'm so proud of you, sister. We have come a long way.
Okay.
Okay, so please hold on. Now you said when I heard about your children that they are homeschooling, right? I love that. So what is the difference between the homeschooling and children going to school? And like for the teachers teaching them, for them to meet other students and for them to be playing together. But let's say your own children are home, just 4 of them. What is the difference, please, if you don't mind?
Okay, they're not just 4, they're actually up to 4 of them, because I have just one mouth, right? So yeah, the difference here is that there is no difference, because legally, if I don't know if that's what you want to know, in England, it is the basic right of a child to be educated, but going to school is not a basic right. And so I have a choice to educate. There's something, this one they call it education otherwise. So I have a choice to educate my children otherwise. The difference here is that I teach my children what I want them to know. I teach my children based, I'm not about to step on anybody's toes, based on biblical principles, teaching them how to grow so that when they're big, they will not depart from it. And many other reasons which I cannot say, but then we teach them any other thing that they're supposed to know, and they will still grow and be educated like children who have gone to school. No issues. I'm not sure if I answered your question, but that's how much I can say about that.
Sister Comfort, to tell the truth, I'm so proud of you, being my own sister from my Cameroon, knowing what you have done from the beginning when I saw you until now. I am so proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything that you have done. Thank you for pushing. Like I said, you are a pushful lady, a pushful sister. Oh yes, I am so proud of you.
Passionate sister.
Oh,
Passionate.
she is. She is. Thank you, Sister Comfort, for everything that you've done.
You so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love you.
Thanks. I really
with all
appreciate
my
it.
heart.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But I love each and every one.
Yes,
Not
I
only
know.
Sister Comfort.
Yes, we
But
know.
most importantly, I love my Father in heaven.
Amen.
And Mr. Ash Mufara. Please, before I leave, I want to take this moment to thank our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad, in Dubai, in Cairo, because they spent sleepless night. And pretty soon, all of us will be happy, right? You guys will be happy. Despite the fact that I have one of my sisters who wanted her money back. I said, Jesus. It's because she does not understand information technology. I want to thank our brother Kamal for everything that he has done, our COO, Brother Nazel, Professor Susan, and her media team, whole media team. I also want to thank the wife of our CEO. Thank you so much for everything, Sister Mabel, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Sister Comfort, for coming.
Yes, very welcome. Yes.
Thank you, dear sister.
The next one, is it Jean? Jean? Jeannie? Okay.
No, apologies. I forgot to lower my hand. I've already spoken, Mabel. Thank you.
I thought so too.
Dr. Patience and then Debbie.
Okay, thanks, Mabel, for bringing back on. And Sister Comfort, my heart goes off to you. Here in most developed countries, you have the options, even here in the US, to home tutor your kids or to send them to regular school. And the authority check and ensure that the kids are being taught, right? For you to take that decision is personal, but it's not easy to teach. So for me, teaching is a calling because you are raising the next future leaders. And if you don't have the calling, don't be a teacher. It has to be a calling and you have to be passionate about it because you're raising the future leaders. So my heart goes off to taking this route to do it yourself. It's not easy. And here in the US, you have to make sure the kids to go out and socialize. They have to meet other home kids. So then there's a curriculum if you want to do it. It's not easy to do, to wear the multiple hats. Being a mother is a hat, being a wife is a hat, being a worker is a hat, being a teacher again is a hat. So all these multiple hats that women carry, it's not easy. We all of us women here, we attest to that. And I want to give my hat to all of you mothers, especially single mothers. Can you imagine how they have to juggle all of that? But thank God for ONPASSIVE, that will be over. Very soon, because our CEO is not sleeping to build a sustainable business for us, to be able to relax, take care of our children, and take care of the people above and beyond our circles. So I just wanted to commend Sister Comfort for all her effort that she's doing within her own family and out of it. So to do that and still find time to share with all the family, all of you there in this platform, all the leaders, Jean, Oliver, Benny, Debbie, Kumara, all of you there. I don't want to miss anybody out. I want to say thank you. Thank you because people have come here and their mindset and their life have changed, okay? Somebody was sitting and might be just like, oh, my life is ending. What is this? And they come here and they listen to you guys. And they say there's a light at the end of this tunnel. Yes, it might be taking long, as some people might think. Mr. Ashmufara said, what is long? But you don't want to put out a solution out there that you withdraw it. That is the worst thing that can happen. You want to put a solution that you can stand by it, put your stamp there, and know that this is sustainable. This will take people to generation to come. This will create legacy. Remember, Mr. Ashmufara said, create legacies. This will help us to inspire before we expire. So we are in the right place right now. We should be excited. We should be very happy. But remember, I just came back again to just say that thank you, the Singapore Passion team, for this platform first, because without this platform, we'll not be here. Thank you for all the brand ambassadors that show up. So if you don't come, we'll not have this meeting. So I want to thank you guys as well for coming. Thank you for all the speakers that come today. Sister Comfort, you're the speaker. If we don't come to share, we will not have this platform. But last but not the least, I don't come and talk about thanking my Almighty God, because I know if Dr. Benny is here, she's going to say it. But our Almighty Creator is the one. Sister Mebe, you shared that Mr. Ashmufara always talk about a God. Say if you believe, fine. If you don't, it's okay. For me, ONPASSIVE came to me because of my God. That's true. Because of my God. I was sitting here in my house, infected by COVID. COVID has touched, and my husband was really not talking. And ONPASSIVE came to my household. My sister that shared with me just sent the link. I said, what's the link for? Some IT thing, if you understand Pidgin. That's exactly how she said it. I said, IT, $97. Why not? I sign up. Luckily for me, Mr. Ashmufara had a meeting that day, listened to it, send a link to my husband and say, wake up from a sick bed and fill this form. All my kids, and the rest is history. We started a platform 2 weeks as I joined ONPASSIVE. I've been running a platform because the passion, the vision that I saw, I'm like, this is what we're looking for. We Africans typically cannot recruit, most of us, zero, because we don't know how to go, and we cannot. And my daughters used to sit there and laugh, say, Mom, you say you're not recruiting. What are you doing? I said, I'm just sharing the vision. I'm not. She said, Mom, you are kidding, right? You sit there every Sunday, every Saturday, we hear you talk about ONPASSIVE, and you say you're not recruiting. I said, no, my daughters, I'm not recruiting. Because if somebody join, fine. If they don't join, I will not feel hurt. Because when you want to recruit, somebody doesn't join your business, you feel hurt. I said, I'm sharing the passion and the vision. And that is what we are doing here on ONPASSIVE Passion, sharing the passion and the vision, sharing the passion to grow our mindset, sharing the passion to change our narrative, sharing the passion to help Mr. CEO, Mr. Ashmufara, vision of eradicate poverty, uplift humanity, being the correction to the corruption. That is what we're sharing on this platform. Thank you. And I want to end by thanking Mr. Ashmufara and his family, Mr. Kamal and his family, Mr. Nazar and the family, the tech team and the family, the executive team and the families, all of them for letting them. Mr. Ashmufara said they don't sleep. Something in that place, writing that code. If just go to one website in Google and just click code and see the line of code. I've written code before, I know what it means. A little semicolon, you'll be sitting there for looking at it. Writing that code for us to come and use this tool for our betterment, we should really appreciate them. We appreciate his heart. Maybe we appreciate his giving spirit. We appreciate his vision, and we appreciate that he allowed us to be part of this movement to eradicate poverty and uplift humanity. Thank you for letting me share again. And all of you were just talking. I just feel like coming back. Sorry about that. I came back.
Thank you. Yes.
And I just want to tell my sister Konfor that continue doing what you're doing. You're raising future leaders. Let's keep that going. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, big sis. Thank you. Thanks.
Debbie, yes.
Yes, Sister Mabel, I always try to be brief. Sister Comfort, let me just add this based on what you said earlier. I decided I was going to hold my other question, but this one I have to say it. I have 4 kids, 2 adopted and 2 biological. And I homeschooled 2 of my girls. The first one that I homeschooled is a medical doctor. The second one, who is a model, I also homeschooled her. Wow. So I just want to support you that whatever you're doing, the other people, even though I don't share it, It's there. I homeschooled them from birth until they went to middle school, and then high school and the rest, and all of that, college to medical school. So if you have a support group in the UK that you can follow, because in the US, yes, I was one of several mothers who would homeschool and go for field trips, and I hosted the prom night in my house. I got the limousines and got them to have their prom dates and that. So what you're doing, keep it up. And if you can get other brand ambassadors who are fully engaged in ONPASSIVE as a full-time to join you so the children can study with one another, then you can dedicate more of your time for the ONPASSIVE journey that you're currently doing with Funmi and the rest of your teams. So I just wanted to add that because I see Brother Kumaran's hand is up, and to say, I take my hat off to you. You have to have an A+ to agree to homeschool a child, because it's not easier, especially in Europe. And an African mother, the tiger mom, I'm sure people know about the whatever of the tiger mom. I'll remember that and put it in the chat. But keep doing it. Thank you, Sister Mabel. I'm sorry, I did not intend to rant,
Thank you,
but
sis.
that's something to bring up.
Thanks, thanks for
very
sharing.
welcome.
Thank you.
Very
That's
welcome.
encouraging. Now I know you are here. I'm coming after you.
Wow. Okay, Kumaran, you want to let Abdi go first, since you're a host, my dear. Abdi, please.
Hello, Mabel. Hello, everybody. Great to be here. I'm sorry I can't just put my camera on, but I couldn't pass without coming in and say something. It was really excellent presentation, Sister Mabel, as always, as usual. A great Thursday evening here. It's beautiful, and I'm saying hello to all the beautiful leaders here, and my sister from Comfort. It's excellent to have you here. Yeah, let me just put a little input into about the passion that she has, my sister Comfort. Really, I remember myself when I first joined in, you know, apart from Mark Ellis and the others that who were doing videos, she was also one that my eyes get caught, you know, her vision. My eyes get caught. My sister's empowerment. She had the show, The Empowerment, and I remember going there. She was interviewing others, and you could tell, and also you could tell that she had that really, really excitement and empowering, and others, and the passion and all that. You know, you could tell. There's no doubt about that. And also, what our brother John Brilla said before. It's also her questioning that really excites me. When the last question, you know, what do you think? There's no more left here. She always found another one to throw in, and it's always excellent, and I'm really enjoying her show. Unfortunately, down under here in Australia, it's not quite good for me to come on time and chat and comment on the platform while it's live, but I always watch on the replay. And yeah, great to have you here, Sister Comfort. This is our house. We like this Singapore webinar. We want you to come back here and give us, you know, those. We want you to come back again and give us that little empowerment again and all the time. And beautiful, you know, what a great wording. You know, I mean, ONPASSIVE itself is passion, blessing, and everything all together. Not only all place of its blessing coming, but the automation, those automations, the way our CEO designed this, is a blessing itself, because we know as an entrepreneur, marketers, or whatever we used to do, or even those who didn't do anything before, this is something that's blessing to all mankind. Those who never had the opportunity to do something in the internet, you know, we all know some people still don't believe that people make apples from the internet. Some people think, oh, no, there's nothing like that, you know. And there are others who fell on it because of lack of language barrier, untechy, you know, and not able to market, you know, those obstacles. So here we have another blessing called automation, where our CEO has enabled us that everything in one place, all you need, all the tools, and then all you have to do is just sit and watch, and it's been automated. that is the biggest blessing that we have also. And it's exciting time, and I appreciate it. I don't want to take your time because I came the last minute. Great to have you here, Sister Comfort, and
Yes.
great to see that all the leaders here. I'm grateful to be part of this too.
Thank you,
Thank
Jeffo.
you. Thank you for being part of us, Abdi. You were also with us very early, months and years ahead. So we would like to close soon. I will get Kumaran to say something, and then I will say something, and then Comfort, you will say something to close the meeting, and then the final closing will come from Jeannie Tan, our host from Singapore. So Kumaran.
Sister Comfort, I have one question.
Oh dear.
Okay. From observing the past 2 years, there's a two person. One is Dr. Benny. When they talk, sometimes the energy will go very high. You know, I noticed this. But then when I saw your YouTubes, your sharing, you know, the question answer with the tech boys, we have this word, it says, you know, in every man there's one woman behind. But I saw you, the way you ask question, you manage this tech boys, and you know, you take all the question and you bring, and you know, arrange nicely. So be the one, we get the benefit, the way you do, you know, okay.
Oh my God.
This energy,
yes.
Okay, is it born in you or slowly it grow? And since you said you got, you know, you've got so much time, so many things to do, and the best part, whenever you start the meeting, sorry guys, I'm late, sorry family. Okay, you know how many times your YouTube I noticed that, but then you will come and you know, you slowly it's smooth. So how is it born with you, or you do some other things like exercise, you know, your food, you know, how you manage this? Thank you.
Oh my God. Well, listen, I think you are actually the one in trouble here, but you are trying to put me in trouble. You actually made an avatar of me.
Not
and
me,
you transformed
it's him.
me. Yes, I've not taken you to court yet, and now you're putting me on your... Listen, I don't know. I wish I could say I do a lot of exercise. I don't. You mean exercise in terms of exercising what I come to present, or physical exercise?
No, the energy level, because I mean,
well, the energy, if it's really there, then it has to do with passion. It has to do with passion, and if truly you see something in me, that thing is inborn. Because from childhood, I'm just like, this is something that really bothers me, but I'm happy Mr. Mufara has made things possible. One day I'll see my dream come true. From childhood, when people would ask me, what would you like to be, especially in the high school stuff, that when you know a few words, what would you like to be in future? I was like, I would either like to be seen or heard in the air. But I never got it happen. I never saw it happen for many, many reasons, because I've always been like this, you know. I do stuff like that. Many times when I do stuff, they'll say, oh, that's good, even though I always doubt myself. I don't want you to do that, because there are times even the appreciations is just to build on them, but I'm just like holding myself back. Are you really sure, and stuff like that? But then I'll think that if there's truly something in me, that thing is inborn. I've always been like that. Even growing up, when I do it, even from, you know, you say a thing, they say, oh, that was different and stuff like that. So I'm just trusting God that it's really true, and hopefully that it goes a long way. Yeah, I don't know if I've answered your question.
Thanks, Sister Comfort, and also thanks to Sister Debbie for sharing the home study. Because in Asia, we never come across this. Most of the time, we send the children to school, and you know, it exists in UK, and Dr. Debbie shared, Sister Debbie said, this is wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, thank you so much, bro.
Okay, if you're done, Kumaran, Patricia wants to speak. Patricia is a wonderful lady from Malaysia.
Good evening. Nice to see you live, Comfort, because I've been following your webinars all the time. And I think you're a powerful lady. I identify with you. I just want to correct Kumaran. We do have homeschooling in Malaysia. And my grandson does homeschooling. And he recently went back to school after the MCO and all that. 3 years he did not go to school. And now he's supposed to be in Standard 5, but they have put him in grade 6 because he's so advanced, because we develop his reading habits and the way he speaks and other things, not only academics. So it's all round development. And as what Comfort said, we develop the child so that they use our language, not the language that's been spoken in school. And when they're young, they're very impressionable to what happens around the environment. So we control the environment so they mature enough to go to school and they know what is the right path. So I'm very passionate about homeschooling, and I'm also doing the schooling. So I feel that homeschooling should be encouraged actually when parents got the time.
Yes.
That's my little bit of sharing today. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacey.
It's been a wonderful evening listening to everything.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you for coming on. So glad. So tonight is a wonderful night. It's about 10:35. Thank you so much, Comfort, for coming. And we truly are enriched, inspired, encouraged, motivated in every way. You know, some of the things mentioned is passion. All your energy comes from passion. You answer us in another very passionate way. Passion is for sharing. I like what you say, passion, all bless. I asked you about all bless, and you say all bless is empowerment, is being empowered. And I just like to say the scenario again where Jean Oliver, when she was here with us, about the $1 thing, you know, if everybody were to contribute $1, this is really I felt that sometimes we give up our passion, we give up our dreams, we give up what we want to do because we are alone. And truly alone, we cannot do it. But now, Mr. Ashmu Farah has put us together, 1.4 million of us. Can you imagine? And this is what All Bless is about. Put your mission, put what you want to do in All Bless. And if everybody were to give $1, we have 1.4 million. If we're to give $10, is 14 million. And easily, if we are touched, we can give $100 or even $1,000. And that is where All Bless empowers us.
Yes.
Really, this is where All Bless empowers us. So if you have a cause, really stay on it, table it, put it on All Bless, and see how the community will come together to support that good cause. So this is empowerment to me for all the causes. So Comfort, would you like to close us before Jeannie closes us for the night?
Okay, thank you so much, Mabel. Well, dear family, I'm just so humbled, and it was just the greatest time being here. I've been swimming in gold for the past couple of minutes. You know, family is gold. Where else can we be than being at the right place at the right time for the right purpose? So I believe that as a family, we will go places. We will change the narrative, the lies. We will put a smile on somebody's face. And I'm so blessed again with the wonderful CEO we have, because he puts it in perspective, and you are like, because sometimes we look at the world and feel like it's a bit overwhelming. But no, Ash says, you cannot change the whole world, but you can change one person's world. That's just enough, and that's way much. That's too much. That's how much we can do, and we are capable. We're up to the task. I'm just pleading. This is kind of actually a reminder. People are joining. People who were ignoring ONPASSIVE, it has gotten to that stage where you can't ignore it anymore, because it's so self-imposing and assertive. If I'm using the right words here, it's everywhere. So when people come to us and they ask, they want to join, and we have explained and they understand, let's kindly remind them, because everybody coming now, they're coming after the apples. So tell them that the moment you join, go ahead. If you are after the apples, go ahead and sign to become an affiliate and leave the rest for the company. That's very important. because some people, when they register, they just leave it at that. But let's do the job by telling them that if that person succeeds to join to become an affiliate, tell them that they have an affiliate link. They can share it further and not share yours again. That's important. It's just a reminder. I know that we do that, but we can keep on reminding ourselves, because when we were sharing the opportunity for foundership, these mistakes did really occur. Apart from that, guys, let's keep on being excited. Let's keep on keeping on. It's the joy is real. The success is here 100%. And of course, we are there, right? I'm looking forward to Saturday. Whatever is coming, I don't care. I know it's going to be wow. So guys, join every Sunday too. This is a quick reminder. Every Sunday we have an intensive training of the OES. If you have questions or struggles going around the OES, Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, you join the Heroes webinar. And Collins and myself, of course, and the team, we are live today at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thank you so much, family. I really appreciate and love everybody. Thanks for the support and encouragement. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Comfort. Thank you. We are so blessed to have you with us tonight. And I'm sure all of us here feel the same way. And, you know, we thank you so much for your sharing, your passion, the passion that comes from your heart. And we can see that because the energy is really flowing out of you. And it's so comforting, you know, to hear what you have shared with us. And it really reaffirms our heart. Okay, like as for me, I just shared a very short thing about how and why I joined ONPASSIVE. When I was presented about that time was called Founders, right, by Mabel. When Mabel shared that with me, I saw the other part, which is OBLESS. She was sharing about OBLESS, what all founders can do for us through OBLESS. And that was what attracted me. And I joined on the spot because that is something that touched my heart about OBLESS. Like what Mabel just shared, if me alone, there are a lot of things that I'm restricted. I can't do. It's impossible for one person to do a lot of things that's in your heart. And so it becomes something that is being pushed aside and never get done. All right, so through OBLESS, now I know there are a lot of things that is in my heart and I really want to do it. And this is a global thing. And really, we thank God. I really want to thank God, and I want to thank Mr. Ash Mufara for putting ONPASSIVE together and for inviting us and allowing all of us to become a founder. And we are also blessed, really. Yeah. So thank God for that. And also tonight, Ms. Comfort, I'd like to thank you for bringing up OBLESS again. And you mentioned that OBLESS is love. I agree with you 100%, 100%. Okay, and putting our mission together, you know, in OBLESS, and as I mentioned, with that $1, like Jean Oliva mentioned a few weeks ago when she was with us, $1, and with 1.4 million of us, we have $1.4 million. All right. And of course, if we put more, we can have more. And there are so much things that we can do with the money that all of us can put together. Right? And with the same heart, with one heart, one mission in mind, and together, you know, we can eradicate poverty, and we can eradicate the things that we have in our heart, the passion that each of us have in our heart, what we really want to do. We can now fulfill it because we can call everyone together. Everyone that shares the same passion can come together, all right? And then we can do that together. So in fact, tonight would be a very good night for me to really mention this again. I know I've mentioned this many times, but I would like to mention this again, and I hope all of you remember that if there is one thing, one passion that you really, really must get it done, and you want it done once the apple comes, and what is that one passion that you want to do? So what Singapore Passion would like to do for every one of us is to gather like-minded people, you know, to help to coordinate and get people together with their one mind and one thing, one passion that they want to do. And we put them together in their individual passion that they want to do. And then we can move things forward. We don't have to wait until the apples come, because the apples are already nearby. We know that it's already, ready to be plucked from the apple tree, and we are waiting. All right. So thank you so much, Ms. Comfort, and thank you so much for the rest of the leaders who are with us and those who have shared, like Jean, Ms. Debbie, Dr. Benny, Dr. Patience, and Mr. Abdi Alaso, and Kumaran, and many more, and Patricia. So thank you so much. But Kumaran, I see your hands up again.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
Yeah, about the just announcement. We have another 8 hours time, I think. Singapore, 8 a.m. Singapore tomorrow morning. We have a deep dive. I think Dr. Derek going to share about the old tracker. Then another 24 hours, we have Bangladesh webinar where you can learn Bengali from Okay, then other Saturday is the big day for us. Please make sure you're free for the event. Then like Sunday night, we can get the summary in Dream Team, right? And also can join the Hero webinar Comfort. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kumaran, for sharing. And I know Miss Jean Aliva can speak Bangladeshi, is it? I heard you speaking the last webinar that you were in, Miss Jean.
Wow.
Yes. I've just been learning a few Bengali phrases. So
Bengali.
each meeting I try to, come up with some more. I've got quite a little collection of phrases that I know, and I'm just trying to learn it. I think it's a beautiful language.
Wow.
And so it makes me happy to be able to, because I know how happy I feel when other people say, a Bengali speaking person, when they speak English to me, my language, it touches me. I love the tone of it. So I feel I want to reciprocate that. So
wow,
I'm learning.
Yeah,
I want to do that with a lot of different
Good job,
languages.
sis. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you once again, everybody, and thank you once again, Ms. Comfort, for coming to Singapore webinar to share with us your passion, and we really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Come back again.
Thank you.
Come
Yeah,
back
please
again,
come back
Comfort.
again. Yeah, and also Miss Jean, please do come back again and share with us again. So with that, we call it a night. Or does Mabel or Faith have anything to say?
No.
Okay.
Good night. Good
Okay,
morning.
night,
Good
everyone.
afternoon. Good evening.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good
good
afternoon.
night.
See you next Thursday.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Comfort.
And good
Bye.
day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Sis,
Sarah.
too.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye,
Thank you, Faith.
Thank you, family.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank you, Mr.
family.
Abdi.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.